Hello everyone, I am Dr. Tejasri Kulkarni and Dr. Hetal Mehta from Mitibai College are here to present our thoughts about the education in the post-COVID-19 era. COVID-19 is like a bad dream we wished we never had. It created havoc in in the walks of the human life, be it social, economical, and many others. So basically, when all the other sectors were affected, even the education field was affected. So when we say that education prepares oneself for the challenges or to face the world, when it was challenged by COVID-19, how did it survive? So this is there are a few topics which I am going to cover. We know that education prepares us for different challenges in life. So when education had the challenges from COVID-19, almost all the schools all over the world were closed. And because of the resurgence in cases, whenever they were opened, they were had to close down again. But now because of the vaccines which are developed, we have this hope that in future we can reopen the schools safely. But during the COVID, we heard the phrase online education. Basically, online education is what saved us or saved our education process during pandemic. It has various challenges, but we learned from those that situation and moved ahead. Teachers were first to adapt to the online education. They have to learn new technologies. They moved ahead with different softwares, different online platforms to deliver their lectures. They learn new ways of assessment. So can we say that we are ready to shift completely to the virtual education in the post-COVID era? The answer is unfortunately no, because the way we monitor the students in the traditional classrooms, it is difficult to monitor the students in the same way in the virtual classrooms. Many a times, we teacher have to ask students to shut off their audios and videos so that we can have no broadband issues or internet connectivity issues. So basically, we cannot switch to the online education or virtual education in the post-COVID era completely, but definitely we can see the blended mode, or we are leaning towards the blended mode due to the various advantages, merits of online as well as offline education. We are going to see more advanced softwares which are user friendly, especially in teaching subjects like mathematics, chemistry, where there are a number of derivations and reaction mechanisms have to be used. E-library was something which has students or teachers started using uh, in a fast, in a quicker way. Teacher community faced a problem due to the physical books were not available. So they saw it to the e-library and started using it more and more. We are going to see the same trend in the post-COVID era also. From students point of view, how do we see the online education? We know that the today's generation is very techno savvy. They know, or they see that they understand the technology even before taking their first steps. So it was assumed that they will adapt it very easily. If of course e-learning was known even before the pandemic era, the literature before the pandemic era, which is based on student responses, shows that quality content, well-trained instructors, which can handle technology well and which can take student feedback into consideration, are the major factors which can contribute to the success of the online education. So there are many positive aspects for the students in online education. It is cost effective, it can reach far and wide. Audio and video recordings can be used anytime and multiple times. use of technology. Till now, the students were used to Wikipedia, but they learned that there are a number of websites apart from Wikipedia which can impart good knowledge and more resourceful. They can actually find time for their hobbies, which could be saved, which they have saved on commute. So there are number of things which can go in the favor of online education, but there are gray areas, such as computers and smartphones are a must for online education, so as the high speed internet, but it is not possible all the time. Network issues is the major obstacle. Health hazards are more because of the staring at the same screen for long hours. Distractions, especially in case of Indian context, the space constraint is hampering aspect. Then social media is a major distractor. Examination and evaluation process also take a hit in the online education. Objective examination is not for the higher education. Subjective examination requires video surveillance, but it is difficult to survey a large, bigger classroom. Technical glitch during the examination puts pressure on the students. In case of the practical subjects where we require online, where we require hands-on training, it is difficult to impart it through the virtual classrooms. Hands-on training cannot be replaced by simply observing the things. Can we so basically we cannot totally go for online education, but we can blend in both online as well as offline education. In the post COVID era, online education we can improve by good quality content, then making lectures more interactive, like using real time quizzes, polls, etc., and taking constant feedback from the students. So in the post-COVID era, we assume that there would be more of blended or hybrid mode, wherein more of theoretical lectures or theoretical subjects would be taught by online method, and rest might be by the offline method. More enrollments would be seen in the online platforms such as Swayam Portal, Udemy, Coursera, which students have got hang of during the pandemic era. The exams would be, however, in person. That's what we predict because of the online limitations of the online examinations. So there are a number of experts who have suggested number of things. The gist of it is online education should be encouraged whenever possible because of its wider reach. Government policies has to be established for the online education, which would provide high quality internet, and which can provide subsidized gadgets required for online learning. Cyber security is an issue. Thorough training of the teachers and students should be given. We have to find a mean where we can retain a personal touch as in the traditional classroom, as well as we have to encourage online education, because to fight the pandemic like situation. So we hope that all these findings could be taken into consideration whenever we decide the education policy in the post COVID era, so that every child in every corner of the world would get its share of education. We wholeheartedly thank the organizing committee, which gave us the chance to put forward our thoughts. Thank you, everyone.